There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is Ghostbox.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ghostbox Live. My name is Greg Bakken. Happy New Year. I hope everybody is doing well. I was going to say it's nice to see everybody, and I guess in a sense, kind of see you, I guess. But I hope everyone's having a good January so far. I know that I am, and I'm happy to be able to see you all again. Before we get too far into anything, may I ask a personal favor to please share this video out to see if we can get people to join in. And, as we always say, the energy is what makes this kind of work, right? Even if they don't want to have spirit interaction, that we can make it work that way. So if you could please share it out, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. We're just going to speak to spirits tonight. We're going to reach out to people's loved ones if we can. We'll do our best, that's for sure. We never guarantee a response, but what we'll do is give it our best, right? We'll do our very best and see if we can, make things work. Amanda, I just want to say, if you want to, feel free to post links to the book stuff you're doing, the YouTube book stuff, if you like, for other people to check out to see what you're doing. I think it's really cool what you're doing. I hope you're enjoying it very much. Kelly, how are you doing? It's been a long time, hasn't it? I've been seeing some of the stuff you've been doing. That's really cool. If you have anything you want to share, please put that into here as well, and we can certainly share everything out. And then, what we're trying to do is have spirit communication tonight. Nothing like too terribly difficult, if you get my drift. We never do on a Sunday night. The plan is to go again on Tuesday. The plan is to do Lisbeth Borden and see if we can get anything. That's where we left off last time. And I figured, let's try that again. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can reach out to her. But the same rules apply that I talked about last time, and that is, we will not talk about the murders, okay? We got to talk to her, but we're not going to talk about the murders of her parents. And you might be like, well, then what's the point? The point is we want to hear from them. We want to hear from spirit. We don't want to talk. Anyone may remember when we brought through John Wilkes Booth, and when he was on Spirit Box, he would talk about his career. He's an actor. He loved talking about it. And as far as talking about the assassination of Lincoln, you didn't hear anything through the Spirit Box. And from my understanding, it was very much, he didn't think he did anything wrong till when he died, which who knows when he died. That's up for debate as well. But so those are the things that are very, very important. And so this is kind of a test for all of us to see how we can do with that. So for those of you who are interested, Amanda's doing some wonderful stuff. Please check out her YouTube page. She's really excited about it, and it looks really cool. So if you have a chance, please go check out to see what she's doing. Okay. It's always nice to be able to share other people's stuff. I've been very fortunate the last couple of days, because I've been seeing a lot of people have been sharing my stuff, which I am so grateful for. Thank you so much. I also doing some British television videos, and I just released one yesterday, and it's been shared all over the place. And those are moments that are very, I get it, to just get people to interact with what you do. You think it'd be easy, and it's not. So, anytime that, and I would ask you all too, if possible, to not only go and check it out, but also share it out too for Amanda, and help her, and keep that enthusiasm going, because we all love to do our own thing, but we also, and I'm only speaking for myself, but I think that I'm not too far off. You just want to have people. It doesn't have to be the entire planet watching, but to have some people take part and watch and appreciate it and enjoy it, that means a lot, just to have somebody look at it, right? And so please check out what Amanda's doing, I guess is all I'm trying to say over here. That's all I'm trying to do. Let's see here. I'm looking over on another page where I'm on, and it seems like that really far behind on that. I don't know if the video is far behind or what. Doesn't seem like it. But that being said, good. Then that sounds like the perfect place for you to go. And then, Brad, you're absolutely right. I mean, talkative until you ask about Lincoln. It's like, not going to talk about it. So it's interesting, isn't it, how all that works? And it's interesting how spirits don't want to let go of some of that stuff too. So when we do Tuesday, presuming we do Tuesday, it's so easy to say now we're doing Tuesday, and then 10 p.m. rolls around on Tuesday, and you're like, good grief. But that's the whole thing. And the one thing that we teach in the paranormal class is that you have to be able to ask questions that you normally wouldn't ask, if that makes sense. Like you want to ask questions that are unique, so that you're not asking spirits the same thing over and over and over again. You go to Lizzie Borden's house and you're just like, hey, why did you hack up your parents? And it's just like they don't want to talk about it. And most people believe that Lizzie Borden isn't there anyway. So that is, part of it. So it's really, it's always trying to be very careful about how we ask questions. Brian's like, where's Linus? I don't know. Let's see if we can get him here. Linus, are you here? Come on. God knows when I was trying to clean up the place to try to get this production going, he was all over me. So it's just funny how when we actually want him here, he's just like, nope, forget you. So he'll show up. He always does, or he won't. One of the two. If I was doing something like really important, like trying to like something that I'm like, if I was carrying around, say, like a tray of glasses or something, then he would be there. If I'm trying to go down the stairs, he will be there. If we had something where we're bringing an unconscious person down my hallway here, like two of us, he would be in our way. But if the moment you actually need him and want to have him here, he's just like, no, I don't even think I can see him anywhere. Linus, come on. Whatever. That's Linus. That is Linus in a nutshell. What we just see here is literally what Linus does all the time. And like, if I want him to come up, like he'll be up on the bed every night when I'm trying to sleep, which is fine. I love that. But the thing is, when I actually want him on the bed, he'll just be like, no, he's a crab apple that way. That's how that works. So, hey there, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. So let's where are we at time-wise? Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, so what we have going on here tonight, yes, Annette, we have the bell back. We are Ouija board on Ouija board tonight. And forgive the disgusting mess behind it. I'm trying to basically clean up a lot of stuff for various reasons. But what we have going on here tonight, the flashlight has been kind of on and off. There we go. That's me, folks. So as you can see how the flashlight is, I just had to touch the table and it went off. It's set pretty well. Of course, you saw the K2s off. I mean, or sorry, I don't have the K2 on the table tonight. We have the REM pod on. The flashlight just went on. I do not trust the flashlight tonight. Okay, so we'll see how that works. The thing is that the Ouija board is warped, so I can't get it to stay very well. We have the Ovilus on tonight. The only word on the Ovilus is Ravine, Ravine. So the Ravine is the only thing on there. And then we have Brad's Cracked Skull Paranormal, yes and no. Sorry, Brad, your no fell off some time ago, so I apologize. New word on the Ovilus, it's. So, and so I'm assuming, Annette, and it's a good question. I'm assuming what it is when I'm touching the table for the flashlight, that's when the bell's moving. So that's a good call out, and we'll just watch that. And Brad is sending over some new boxes, finish them tomorrow, and hoping to have them out on Tuesday. That's very cool. Appreciate that very much. The flashlight agrees. The flashlight's very happy, Brad. You pleased the flashlight. So well done. Can you turn on again for us, please? Can you go on again for us? If your spirit wanted to communicate with us, I would love to see it light up again. If you could do that, please. See, I think it's a spirit of another cat. When you want it to do it, it's not going to, but of course. So, okay. Well, we're just going to, if you want to talk with us through those devices, you are more than welcome to. You want to make something else move. And Anita, this is trademark Ouija board. This is a board that is over 100 years old. You may have recognized this board from being bound in salt for most of its time being on Ghostbox here. It's interesting. I was just thinking about it. There was a point that things shifted for me, and I want to say that was in July that things shifted for me. And I thought, well, because I was taking some stuff and I was doing some, different things, whatever. And I realized, because I ran across the bag that still had the salt in it, I unbound the board in July. So, and I bound this with somebody else. And I do believe that it cleared up a lot of stuff as soon as when we unbound it. Some of you may remember we did that on an experimental session that we unbound the board. So this is that board, and this is the first time we've had it out here since then. We switched out boards, and then we switched out again. The black one that Christy made is underneath. The problem is, it's not a problem that Christy did it. It's a problem of just how things are, that you really can't see it because of how awesomely black it is. And it is truly, truly a work of art. It is absolutely beautiful. So, yeah. Let's see. And these were boards that were popular, especially in the 20s. And so it's very possible that is exactly what you're using, Anita. Yeah. So there is that. It did, didn't it? That was really interesting, wasn't it? We're all cleansed now, aren't we? Cat energy. That's a great thing for paranormal investigators now, is instead of just being like, oh, there's nothing here, you could just be like, it's a cat. It doesn't want to respond to us. It responds when it wants to. It's not anything to do with me or my abilities. It's a cat energy. That's why we're not, getting it. Let's see. It does, and that we were working on a board that would do that. This one can't. It's wood on the bottom. It's a very well-made board. It's very, very nice. I don't know if she's doing taking orders, but you might want to reach out to her and see if she's doing it or not, because it is a really nice board, and it's kind of a bummer that I'm putting something over it at the moment. We'll find a way to make it work. I actually next Sunday on Ghostbox Radio, I am going to have on Nicholas Harper, who runs the Rogues Buddha Gallery in Northeast Minneapolis. It's a haunted location, but his art is phenomenal. And if he gives me permission, I'll put some of it on here. But I almost wonder if I brought that board to him, if he would want that in his gallery as something that is something to look at, not to give away. It's mine. It has Ghostbox on it, and Christy made that for me. But the thing is, does that just stay there or something? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got here? Couple new what you call it comments here. Right? I mean, we got it. I mean, I think I learned that from Zach Bagans, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Anita, I can't recall for sure, but our board might have holes in the corner. Couldn't afford a full board. Let's see. I can't recall for sure, but its history was interesting. They often are, aren't they? Let's see here. All right. Are you happy to be free from the salt? Can you turn off the light if you're happy to be free from the salt on the board? That's working out well, isn't it? All right. So, well, feel free to do what you want. Turn on some equipment. Play. Enjoy your time. Does it annoy anyone else that I have yes, no boxes as no, yes, as you can see them? Does that annoy anyone else, or does it just me? Because it's just kind of funny how I put them out that way, and I thought to myself, I should switch them around, and then I didn't, and then I'm looking at it now, and I don't want to touch the board. I don't want to touch the table right now because I just want it to stay as it is. But I'm just like, good grief. Good grief, I say. So we can try to reach out to Spirit tonight, right? We can try to hear. Now, the last time I used Spirit Box was the last time I was on. So that was December 14th, I want to say. So it's been a little while. But, we can say, Brad, no one asked you, right? No one asked you about that. Let's see here. See, Diana has the right attitude. Team player. Literally last year we did Spirit Box session. I have had a little bit of I just felt connected to Spirit, to be honest. But I feel like tonight's a night to try again. Doesn't mean that it's going to be the best night ever of your life for Spirit Box. Granted, you put it out there, it won't be, right? But we can certainly, see what we can get and just kind of go with it, right? If you were Spirit, I would love it if you could turn something else on the table on, not just the flashlight. Even as a new word, or make the bell move over there. That would be really pretty awesome to see. If you could do that. You don't want to do that? Do you want to talk to the Spirit Box through it? Anyone see my video that I made tomato sauce tonight? My friend Joe is harping on me. What tomatoes did you use? What did you use? It's a sauce. I don't think he believed I made it from scratch. I don't know. I used canned tomatoes. Does that mean it's not from scratch? Is that the issue here? I don't know. It looks good. It's for pizzas this week. It's not for like a culinary masterpiece. So, and I have cauliflower crust that I'll make pizzas off of. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not from a jar. And he's asked if there's Sofritos in there. I don't even know what that is. So no, there isn't. It's a very simple recipe. Let's see here. They make me hungry too, but I eat them. So that's a good thing, as you can tell, I eat them. So that's how that works. Let's see here. Let's do some protection. and get this going for us, okay? Let's see what we can get. Folks, remember, put your feet on the floor and just uh, just be calm, enjoy yourself, relax a little bit. Don't be tense. Just be cool. And I mean, I can feel the energy coming in. It's feeling good. I hope you can too. And we're just going to have a nice conversation tonight with spirit, any spirit, as long as they come through love and above. We only want spirits of love and light. We want our relatives to come through. We want a positive, happy new year is what we want. We want a good beginning. We want a consistent year of good work and good things happening for us. We deserve it. Every one of us here deserves it. We all deserve to have the best year possible. But it also means that we cannot sabotage ourselves, that we have to believe in what we're doing. We have to be able to believe that we deserve to have the good year as well. Okay. So, with that being said, just please think of the positivity. Think of positivity when we're asking spirit to come through. Think of everything being happy and being good, okay? And from there, imagine a white light that emanates from within you, right? That white light is our loved ones, it is spirit guides, anything positive, our pets. It could be our pets that we loved who just have never left our side, who've always been there, who've always wanted to make sure that we were happy, because when we were happy, they were happy. And when we weren't happy, they made sure that we were happy. And these are all the wonderful things that come together to make us feel good and make us feel loved. And that love is what's going to protect us tonight. So you have that energy, imagine it, and then imagine it that it grows and it keeps growing and growing and growing. And just imagine that beautiful white light. And that's what it is. It's very beautiful, right? And that it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it envelops us, and it's a good thing. You're in it, you're basking in its warmth. And what I really ask you to do, because you probably have other people in your house, just push it out. Push it out to the walls, up, down. Ask for that protection to cover everybody else in the house who are not doing this, that they're not they're not blindsided by whatever comes through. But only good things are going to come through, right? Only good things are going to come through. Something that I also wanted to mention before we get started here. On my radio show, January 1st, we did an episode of Char Savoy about manifesting positivity for 2023. Apparently, my radio station didn't think that's a great episode because they only aired the first and last segment of it because I pre-recorded that day, and then they didn't run anything else. And so it's out on AM 950 radio now if you want to listen to it. But Shar and I are going to do a live stream about it on Tuesday, January 17th. At the time she does Charvinity, we're going to do a live stream talking about how to manifest a positive 2023. Manifestation is something that I hear from a lot of you, and I believe it for myself as well. The ability to make what you want happen, and to be able to do that is something that is a beautiful thing. And this is what it goes back to. And I said that you deserve to have good things happen. With Amanda's book that she's doing, the Booktopia, if she wants it to be positive, she wants it to be successful, you know, that's a manifestation. Manifest that, make it happen. Make it happen through asking for it, and believing that you deserve that to happen. Believing that you deserve to have good things happen, that you should be a success. You should be a success at your job. You should be able to want money to be able to live, and or however you want to look at it. Those are things that you are allowed to do, right? So just manifest and make it a reality. As Anita just said when I posted, manifesting is 100% possible. It is. It is. What gets in the way is us. I have an issue with it, as I've talked with Shar about, is the idea it feels like I'm being selfish, and it's not. but you have to really want it. You have to really manifest it. Okay. So we'll talk about that not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. Um, and we had a good conversation about it. We're going to do it live, and then we can take questions and stuff as well. How does that sound for everybody? I think that would be a really great way of doing things. It's been a while. Does this still work? Let's see what we can do here. Now, as I think Annette had said, she liked it when it was faster. And I believe what you're saying, either you'd like the show to go faster, and I think a lot of them would, um, but we're the rate of the spirit box. So we're going to start with the faster sweep rate tonight, because it did seem we started last time the slower one, and then we go faster. And we're just going to start with that faster one. Annalise Brown says, I do not chase, I acquire. What belongs to me will simply find me. And that's the thing about how we do things. Everyone does it differently. I personally believe that you should have good intent with what you want to manifest. That I find too many people in this field, people who I didn't expect to do this before, that it's all about that. For them, it's like fame. And I think that you have to have good intentions and a whole heart. I think I'd like to think, and I don't know that, but I'd like to think that, like, how manifesting works could see through greed. I'd like to think so, but I don't know that. But in my mind, for my peace of mind, that's how I see it. Right. So let's see here. Anyway, spirit box. Get off my soapbox and get on the spirit box. Let's do it. Good evening, Spirit. I'm going to turn this down. Turn it up again. Good evening, Spirit. How are you tonight? Do I have any loved ones here tonight for anybody watching? Anybody's loved ones? Who are you here for? Are you here for anyone specific? Is there anyone here for Annette? Yeah. But it was a female, Annette. At least that's what I heard. I heard a female, yeah, when I said anyone here for Annette. Billy, are you here for Annette tonight? I thought I heard I'm here, actually. I'm going to finish up on Billy first. A lot of people are hearing Michael, And I should probably follow that up. But I'm hearing, Billy, are you here? Can you talk to Annette? Thank you. Let me do this. I'm going to go back to Billy. We're not done with Billy yet. Is there a Michael here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the case. They don't always come through though right away, right? Michael, are you here for somebody? It sounds like I love you. Anyone else hear Mail say I love you? And that could have been for Annette. Now, for Michael, are you a spirit that wants to talk to us? Or is this our archangel talking through us? Can you turn that flashlight back on for me, please? Thank you. Michael, are you an angel? We would just like to know, please. You're all hearing Michael. I'm not hearing it. Isn't that weird? That kind of freaks me out a little bit, actually. Kelly, did you hear your name? Let's switch things around. Are there other angels here with us tonight? I guess this is where I'm heading myself. All angels. How many angels are with us tonight? We're having an angelic evening tonight, folks. You heard 13, huh? I heard 4. I heard 4 as well. But Amanda heard 7. Brian heard 7. 1. If there's one angel here, may I have your name? Is that hotel or don't tell? It'd be really interesting. It's like, If you had one angel with a name, what would it be? Don't tell. Are you here? Are you here to give us your grace tonight? Your blessing. A good question. Are the angels here to comfort someone here in particular? Yes or no, please. You can light up the box if you like. Do you want me to slow down the sweep of this box? Could be. I didn't realize we had that kind of pull. Speaking to the angels that are here with us tonight. Do you want me to slow this down so it's easier to speak? I do about 4 times. I thought I heard about 4 times. For our angels that have come through tonight, are you here for one person in particular? A name came through. Did anyone pick that up? I couldn't pick that up. It was pretty. It sounded like something. Yes, it sounded like something that. Are you here for Cheryl? I'm here. Did you say Charlotte? Do you like something up if you said Charlotte? Because we didn't hear it very well? You notice how the flashlight isn't going off at all anymore. Can you turn it on for us, please? Make sure that you still have command of it. The flashlight, if you would. .com, that's not spirit. Surely certain it's not spirit. The spirit of the internet. Let's see here. St. Michael, are you still here? Could we hear you through this, please? Oh, interesting. Just going through some comments here. Ooh, Barbara. What is your profile picture? Angels, obviously. I hope to hear from my mother tonight, Ruth. January 10th is the anniversary of her passing. I'm very sorry. I have felt her presence very strongly for the past few weeks. And I go to the doctor tomorrow to get results of testing in my legs. I'm the good news, I'm walking again. I know she'll be with me. Hi, Ruth. Ruth, could you talk to your daughter, please? Radio. I'm sure you're aware, Ruth, of your daughter going in to get results for medical. Could you say something to her, please? Can you say Barbara's name for us? Ruth, if you're saying anything, I personally cannot hear it. Is there a way that you could really project? No, Annette heard Barbara's name. Was that when I asked for a name to be said? Barbara, does that resonate at all? Folks are hearing your name. Thought I heard I can't hear you. I'm not hearing a whole lot tonight. I can blame my cat for that too. Oh, you heard that too. Good. Well, that'd be much more positive, that's for sure. I don't know if any of those resonate with Barbara voices or anything. I don't know if she's still listening or not, so if not, she can listen back. Bruce got helping, Anita got, Ryan got help me, him, and a female keeps coming through. I keep hearing a female. Well, let's do this. Oh, good. Barbara, I don't know if anything is resonating, but we're in a position right now where we have Spirit's attention, okay? And there's a lot of people on here who have been saying their prayers for you, and that you have good results tomorrow. So what we're going to ask is Spirit, in the angelic forces, your mother, everyone else. Can I please ask that Barbara has the results that she's asking for, that she wants? Can you give that to us, please? When I said, would you give that to me, please, I thought I heard someone say, I will. I don't know. That's what I thought I heard. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for every help that you give all of us. You are very welcome. Are we still blessed with presence of angels here tonight? Could you let us know? Can you turn on the light for us, please? We still have angels. I would love to see that. Just when I asked if you would help Barb, the light turned back on. Or actually, sorry, I said, when I heard it say, I will, the light turned on. Like, to me, it confirmed.
Awesome.
It's true. Unless you know there's a reason for them not to be, I don't see why they wouldn't be, right, Barb? Isn't all this a blessing? I mean, this is all a blessing. Amanda, my grandma just moved out of her apartment. She shared with my grandfather for 26 years and moved into her new place. She was very sad to see him and told me she felt him at her last night there. Grandpa Eddie, you're finally coming through for us. Was that you? The light? You're there with your wife, weren't you? You're always there, though. Not just last night. You're always there. Grandpa Eddie, could you say your sweet granddaughter's name for us, please? So she can get the comfort of your voice. Your name came through. Amanda. Did anyone else hear that? Oh, Annette, are you kidding me? It was Amanda, not Manda. Annette, do you just not like me? Is that what we're coming to here? It wasn't very strong, but it was Amanda. And the flashlight went on again. Grandpa Eddie, is that you? Can you turn off the light if that's you, please? What did you used to call Amanda? What room is the energy being drained from? I'm not feeling a drain myself. Is anyone else feeling a drain? Or is it you just in your room? I'm just asking the question. A number of people had heard Dad. I never knew you cared. I don't know if publicly like this is the way you wanted to tell me, Brad, but
Friends?
yeah, just friends. Who's turning on the flashlight? Can you turn it on again for us, please? Thank you. Would you mind turning it off now? Just so that we know that you're talking with us? Can you turn it off all the way, please? Thank you. Whoever's turning it on, is this somebody that knows one of us? Can you turn the flashlight on if you know one of us, please? I don't know what that was. So you don't know us? Are you somebody that's just coming through? Can you turn the light back on, please? Thank you. Are you from around here? Like St. Michael area? No? Are you from Minnesota? Let's see here. Let me think. There's some radio, but someone said me too. You're not somebody that I'm trying to reach out to on Tuesday, are you? I think it is. Can we communicate Tuesday? Not now. We're not ready for you yet. Does that sound good? Can you turn on the flashlight if that sounds good? If you're good with that? Yeah? All right. This should be fun. Now, if you're with me from the beginning of tonight's live, you're going to know who I'm talking about. It's heavy holding on to this thing. It must be like 3 ounces. Are there any spirits that want to cross tonight? Hello. Let's try. All right, spirits. Those who want to cross. If you do not want to cross, you do not have to. I see a doorway. From that doorway, there's light coming out, like a stream of light, and it's just like a tightrope. Well, to me, it's the universe. As a tightrope. You follow that line to the door, and that door is where you walk through to cross over. Do you understand? Sound like a guy said I do. So you walk towards that light, which is the doorway, and you walk through it, okay? I just been hit with happiness. Are you happy? Are you happy that you're able to do this? Have you done it? I'm hearing some voices. Can you confirm with us that you're able to cross? Do you need me to walk through it again? So I feel like that there's somebody who is unsure. Are you afraid of being judged? You're not going to be judged, okay? If you cross over, there isn't a judgment day. So whatever you've done, and it's not my business to know. You will not be judged. There will be a loved one waiting for you. They've been there the whole time. You just haven't seen it.
Right now.
Right now. Do it, please. Do it, please.
I said,
It's like a whole conversation that they're having about it. Can you hear that? One of them was for them. Do you hear that? Do it for them. It's incredible. Folks, remember you are loved. All right? And we're not going to put you in any sort of danger. If we're giving you the opening to cross, it is not, you will be safe. You understand? Have you crossed? Heard you. I heard you. Is there anything else that we could help you with? That I did not hear. Does anyone need our help? Can you turn on a flashlight if you still need our help, please? I'm going to shut this session down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, there's that. That's not too bad. Before you all start leaving a mass exodus, we are going to close the session down. This session is now closed. Any spirit is not allowed to interact with anyone unless that they are asked for, and unless you are a loved one or know them. If you are a spirit that just is coming through but liked our energy, we will open the circle up again at some other time. A number of you have said that when I said 3, they said 3. Here's the thing. My guess is that the 3 is not, to say part of my countdown, the 3 might be something more of a religious nature. Other people might look at 3 as more demonic, but 3 is actually of a Trinity, Holy Spirit. Think about what we've ran into tonight. For some of you who are late, we had a very angelic night. I was not expecting this at all. There is, yes, I have a purple light behind me, but this room has it has a glow to it tonight. There is something very different about tonight, and it was wonderful. It was really good. So it's very nice that we're able to have that. I think that there's something to be said about that. So let's see here. A couple things for folks. As I said before I started the Spirit Box session, Shar and I are going to do a live stream on Tuesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. What that's going to be is going to be talking about manifesting a positive 2023, manifesting what you want, manifesting whether it is a new job, more money, success in something. We're going to talk about how that works and how you can do that. We did that for the radio show. They didn't run the whole thing. So that was interesting on its own. So that's January 17th. During Charvinity, we'll be doing it together. So we have that going for us. Okay, Annette? Let's see here. I'm so happy to see so many people interacting. This is really nice. Just wondering how you can tell a spirit is using your energy. Are you thinking a spirit is using your energy, Amanda? And if so, why don't you tell me what is going on with you, and we can kind of, reverse engineer it, so to speak. Okay, let's start there because I don't want to put anything in your mind. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you very much. It's good to see you, Robin. I hope everything is well with you. Let's see here. There's a couple things I want to say. Oh, so I had a thought in my mind of there's something in my mind that made me feel like that there's somebody else here. And I was talking about the person who I thought was there. Because I stopped and tried to think who it. I think it was Lisbeth, actually. And I think it's I think that it is I think because we were talking about her, she came through. And I think she was using flashlight. And I asked, is this who we want to talk to on Tuesday? And the response to the spirit box is yes. A female said yes. That's what I think it is. Can I prove it? No. But that's what I think it is. For those of you who don't know, Tuesday we're going to try for Lizzie Borden. So it could have been, right? Brad says, ooh, the Star Wars crawl is shorter than this. Great show, but at the start, before we got Michael come through, there was a growly voice, kept talking and even heard, "I'm free." Part of me wonders if that was a spirit from the board and Michael showing up because of that. I didn't want to bring it up until the connection was closed. That board has been by itself for quite some time. And, who knows? But the thing is if it was, and thank you for saying that while I'm in this house by myself, if it was, then the thing is that we don't talk about it unless there's something that gives me a reason. All right, thank you. So we're just shutting that off right now. So the thing is, it's like you just don't want to really talk about it or acknowledge it. So, and the REM pod went off because of me. But that it's been like that for a while. So it's anything that has been here. I mean, it's possible that that's what Michael is here for, but the thing was, it was just a very positive night. That's the way I see it, at least. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see here. Ooh, we haven't put this up in a while, but it is currently. Let's see here. Are you kidding me? Is it not here anymore? Is it still? It's 11:11, folks. Make your wish. Make your wish, folks. It's 11:11. It's always a time for good stuff. So this is what we always talk about. So this is a good night. I think this is a good night. I had a really good day, actually, in general. Everything. I was talking with Shar earlier, and it was just a very good day. So this is a really nice cap to it all. And what we're going to do is we're going to be back on Tuesday. We're going to do an experimental session, see what we can do. We're going to try to reach out to Lizzie Borden. Talking with Sam Beltrusis about it, who is actually related to Lizzie Borden. He had suggested that we do not talk about the murders. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to not talk about them. And you'll be like, well, what's the point? I mean, that's what she's known for. Remember, she's a person. And You don't call someone up and just start attacking them about something that they've done, right? We have good conversations, and that is what that's what we're going to try to do. And I think it's a real good idea to try to discipline ourselves with what we ask in these investigations, like to be able to stay away from the obvious. That's my opinion, at least. And Greg Koss, if you're still on, I think Wednesday will work to be on Greg's show, Metaphysical Crossings, and I believe we're doing Estes, right? So that is where I'm at. A week from today, Ghostbox Radio, we're going to have on Nicholas Harper. We're talking about Rogues Buddha Gallery, which is a gallery in Northeast Minneapolis. And is this facetious, Annette, about Lizzie? Because that's just it. That's not going to get her to us. But the thing is that there is a lot to talk about with her. After she was acquitted, she led a very good life, and it's the happiest part of her life. So that is what we talk about. And if we only get a couple minutes of anything from her, then that's all it takes. These things, the experimental sessions don't need to be a full hour, that they can be, as long as we're not as long as we're not ruining our welcome. So that's where I'm at with those. So this is what we'll do. We're going to adjourn for tonight. Thank you all very, very much that we're able to do all this. Thank you all very much for your support. Thank you all for your intentions, your good intentions. I thought we had a good night. And I guess what we'll do is, as of now, I'm hoping that we'll be good for Tuesday. So take care, everyone, and Happy New Year.